Welcome to the Adam Rothstein Hockey Podcast. This is your podcast for all things hockey. On this podcast, we talk about past history to the modern day and what you can do to grow the sport. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. All right, let's get to the show. And welcome back to the Adam Rothstein Hockey Podcast. I am your host, Adam Rothstein, of course. So this episode, I do want to talk about what makes a great beer league player, and the first one is being respectful to your teammates. Now, a little side note here: if you are vaping in the locker room, you need to stop that immediately. You absolutely cannot be doing that in the locker room or on the bench. If you want to vape, go outside and act as if you're smoking a cigarette, because if cigarettes are not acceptable in the ice arena, nor should vapes. Step outside, walk 50 feet away, do your thing, come back, and then you play your game. So I've been a bit uppity about vapors. Also, make sure your cell phone is not on the bench and you're not looking at it when you're on the bench, because you need to be paying attention. That's another pet peeve of mine. So yeah. But what really makes a great beer league player is just being there every day, getting there early, warming up, helping your teammates along the way. And let's talk about communication. Communicating the plays, communicating the passes is certainly going to be the one key difference that could allow your team to win or lose. If you have poor communication, guess what? You're going to fail. And if you have good communication, you'll probably win. And you can still lose with good communication, but you're more likely to win with good communication. So be a good communicator. Working on your skills over the week, or you're taking time out of your personal days and you're going to practice as well, and you're developing yourself, and you're also bringing along some of your teammates as well, and you're helping them improve. That's going to make a great beer league player. Watching video as well, you can certainly do that, and just like learn some skills and just positioning and where you need to be. Going to the gym as well, which you should be doing anyway, and cleaning up your diet as well. Now, skating is difficult, but as long as you're out there working it and just finding your way and just moving the puck up and your passing, you can become a great skater, and you can always be a better skater. To improve your skating, one thing you can do is wall squats, and if you get it up to 3 minutes, you're going to be in great shape as well. And it also helps your body get used to getting low as well. So just take some time and do some wall squats as well, and just help your body get low in the process. Losing weight actually does help. If you get your belly fat, if you burn your belly fat, you don't look like Phil Kessel after he ate a whole pizza. So there's that. Also, so you have skating as well as good diet and watching video. Now, stick handling off the ice is going to be a great feature. Get a Milek stick for about $10 or so, and get some hockey balls as well, and then just take some time and just stick handle with that, or just get a street puck and stick handle with that, and just go to the basketball court and work on your stick handling from there. And you don't even need any extra equipment there. You don't need a stick handling board or anything like that as well. So when you do go out to the basketball court and stick handle, work on your speed, get that thing down. Good stick handlers work on your dekes as well. And yeah, work on your dekes and just get really quick. Now, to move the puck in and out, you're going to need some pylons. You actually don't need much. If you have the Milek stick and you're on some carpet with your hockey balls, you can use some dumbbells to work on your stick handling and make your hands, really quick as well. So dumbbells, you can use books as pylons. You don't need to get cones. Just use stuff you already have to save money. Rollerblading is a good alternative. It does help you get your motion down, and you can certainly work on like really, really dominating your skating as well. Certainly when the ice is not available to you, and you can go whenever you want, even if it's like 4 a.m. If you do buy a pair of rollerblades, it helps, and you're good. I recommend going to purehockey.com, but actually go to a store first. Actually go to a physical presence before you do anything. You need to try it on your rollerblades, and you're good. And yeah. Now, if you have a basketball court, go there as well. Hopefully there's no concrete there, or find a nice, find an area where you're not gonna, if you fall, you're not gonna have, it's not going to be a big scrape or anything. So be sure to wear a helmet, pads, anything you can, and you're good. And you'll be good there. And then bring your stick in and just get used to skating with it. And yeah. Whew. Yeah. All right. I don't even know how many minutes we're into this. But I'll have something out on Substack as well for all the free subscribers. So yeah. Beer League as well. If you do want to bring some beer as well, just make sure that it's contained. If you're going to bring that home, of course, keep that. Do not open that bottle. You keep that sealed. You get a lunchbox. You get an ice pack, you put it in there, and you do not drink that until you arrive home. Do you understand me? Okay, good. That'll do do it for the beer. If you do drink it at the rink, you've got to be really careful with that. But I always recommend just taking that home with you and then drinking it there. And also, but given the fact that it's January, I'm doing like sober January as well. I'm not drinking, and no one was even offering me beer as well. So that helped. Now, every time you're in a game, and you're gonna need to be what also makes a great beer league player is that he or she is always going to be finishing hard till the very end and not giving up. So I had 5 opportunities in a row to score a goal, and I missed all of them. But you know what? I kept going. And on the very last one, I almost got it in, but apparently the right foot of the goaltender just beat me a little quick, and I just could not get it over his pad. So, but no matter what, you find a way and you just keep going. That's what you do. That's what you do in those situations. And you keep going. Keep going. And you go hard for 50 seconds and you get the heck off. And if you can do that as well, you're good. If you're now, do not stay out there for 10 minutes going moderate and also because it's hard enough to skate as it is, but if you do it in 50 seconds, a minute, maybe a little more than that, and you just get off immediately, you're not going to wear yourself out. You're not going to have antsy teammates who want to get back out there and are ready to go. And that's the one thing that's tough, I know. And when you don't have a clock, it can be really hard. But I say go hard, and then as soon as you're getting gassed, get off. If there's no clock, if you're playing without a clock, go until you feel even the slightest bit gassed and then get off. And if you're breathing heavy, guess what? You did it right. But now if you're playing with a time clock, yeah, aim for 50 seconds to a minute and just keep an eye on the clock, and don't overexert yourself, because you're going to need, because if you save your energy, you're going to have enough to overcome the difficulties at the end of the game, which I almost did. Everyone else was gassed, but I was like finding my stride at the end. And then, but the goalie was just good that night. Nick was good. And he just couldn't, and he just found a way to shut me down. And I had a bad night too. I was not feeling too good going into the game, but I'm glad I went as well. And that's another thing you have to keep in mind. You still go to the games even when you're not 100, you're feeling down and you're not feeling the best, but because guess what? You did it before and you can do it again. And that's what makes a great beer league player. Hosting practices, if you do find ways to get around that, and you get people to open hockey, or you're doing or you have access to a synthetic rink or something, definitely get them on the synthetic rink as well, and just practice and just work on your skills. You work as a team, then there's no stopping what you can do. And then everyone becomes a great beer league player after that. Equipment. You don't need the best and the brightest. In fact, if you have a wooden stick, you're good in my book. And then when, after you're done training with a wooden stick and using a wooden stick in beer league games, when you go to the composite stick, it's just going to make stick handling all the more easier, and you can move a lot quicker with it. It's definitely harder at first with the wooden stick, but once you get used to it, the composite sticks is all easy. Equipment. A good beer league player always maintains his or her equipment. If there's an issue with the equipment, you need to either adjust it, get a new screw in there in your helmet. You don't always have to buy the newest and greatest. In fact, there's definitely deals that you can do where you can find some old donated equipment, even for adults. And that'll help. Clinics as well. Now, I talked a little, now continuing on with practices, there are some clinics here in Lake Worth where you can go and just get some tips and tricks from a coach for like $15, $20, per like 90 minutes or like over an hour or so. So if you have access to that, go do it. It'll help you immensely. So have fun as well when you go. Oh, and the best thing, and one of the best things a beer leaguer can do is make the game as fun as possible. Oh, man, what an episode, beer league is fun too. It really is fun in of itself. And if you're polite, if you're respectable, and you're giving everyone, you're bringing a good attitude and you're bringing the best out of everyone as best you can, then guess what? You're a great beer league player in my book. I'll tell you something. I got a call from my good friend Jeremy, and he was, and I did not expect it. I was like, what? Like, it was out of the blue, but I'm glad he called, and I'm gonna see what I can do about getting him on the podcast. But ultimately, he said, it's all right. You're not going to make the alumni game, but you're still working toward it, and we're still going to find a way to have an alumni game this year. And I think that's great. Is that you find time for for your old friends, and you kick butt. I can't swear on this episode, but I'll find. But one of these days I'll find the explicit tab. But if you get back out there, you find a way to train, especially if you have your teammates with you and you train, it makes it all the more easier, and you can dominate more in the long run when you are going up and facing off against anyone, and you'll be better for it too. You'll be in better shape and you'll be healthier as well. And if you're just starting out, guess what? Focus on your health first. And when you're healthy, when you're in shape, you're going to feel all the more better. And playing the game, passing, shooting, stick handling is going to be much more fun as well. Oh, all right. This will do it for the episode. It's going to be a little short. Now, please do go over to rothsteina.substack.com and go subscribe over there. Also, be sure to watch this on YouTube, Spotify, or listen to this on Apple or Google or wherever you get your podcast as well. But if you want to get access to the free newsletter and also the paid newsletter, it's the same website domain, rothsteina.substack.com. That's rothsteina.substack.com. So definitely check it out over there. When you sign up, you get a free Google Doc that you can download as a PDF on how to become a referee. And maybe I'll switch it up. Maybe that'll be the beer league. Maybe I'll make some notes and make a beer league doc as well, and you can sign up for that as well. So definitely take care. Oh, one more thing. If you haven't signed up for a beer league or even just done open hockey, go do that as well if you're interested in playing. So definitely open hockey, learn your skills. If you're coming back to it, just get used to playing again and passing and shooting, and then come on to a league and you're good. And also, don't be afraid to move up if you get better. And I guess that'll do it for this episode. I'm Adam Rothstein. Please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, share this out as well. If you're on Apple or Spotify, please rate this 5 stars. Write me a little review. Pretty please. And I will see you all in the next episode. Peace out.